Hello everybody, what's up YouTube? Welcome back to the live Matthew and Carlene channel. Today we are covering a heated debate, a heated argument, may I say, between a dad, a very caring father, and a very idiotic feminist school board. Now, for a change of pace, we're just going to let this play out and then comment on it after it's over. So, let's get into it, shall we?
Hi, my name's Knox Zajac. I'm 11 years old and I go to Wyndham Middle School. I'm a sixth grader. I was in the library and this book was on a stand. I'd like to read you a page. My back over my hips as I ask if we should take our clothes off. And he's saying yes before I finish my sentence. He's pulling off my t-shirt, laughing when I can't undo his shirt buttons. He's undoing my belt. I'm reaching into his bedside drawer for a condom. We're kissing. Again, we're rolling over. Obviously, you can see where this is going. I don't know if it's because we're feeling especially emotional or just tired, or these past couple of weeks have been too much. But this reminds me so much of the first time we had sex. We were both fucking terrified, and the whole thing was kind of terrible because we didn't know what we were doing. But it was good too, so good, because we were a mess of emotions, and we were scared and excited, and everything felt new. So this sort of feels like that. Nick touches me like he's scared at any minute. Now, this book was at my middle school, and it was on a stand. When I rented it out to show my dad it, the librarian asked if I wanted more and if I wanted a graphic novel version.
Oh boy. So I'm that kid's father.
Okay, good. I was asking for you.
Yeah, I'll take another 3 minutes. So that's my son,
Okay.
11 years old, and went to his library and found that by the entry door of our library, this is the smut that he is finding, all right? I don't care whether it's gay, straight, bisexual, whatever the terms are for all this stuff, doesn't need to be at our school. Doesn't need to be at my 11-year-old's library. And then as far as genderqueer, I've got a son in the high school as well. And this is bullshit. We know it, all right? We do not need to be having literature that's showing boys how to suck dick, all right? I'm very, very frustrated about it, okay? And you may think that schools know the best for our children. You know who know the best for our children? The parents. And if you remember this, I was here last year talking about masks, and I even offered you proper usage for a mask, and you said I was bullying. And you know what I would like to say to everybody right now? Where are we a year later, and what has changed why you don't wear your masks right now? So what has changed in the medical field that is showing you that you don't have to wear masks now? So like I said, listen to the parents. I can tell you right now, I don't work anymore, and I will be more than happy to focus my time and effort to the security of my child and children in...
Okay. Just want to say, give a big thumbs up to the dad here for standing up for his kids. Big thumbs up. That took a lot of courage. Now, I'm not going to get into the mask thing right now. I'm not. But I am going to talk about what was put on the school in that library. Because to be honest with you, I agree with the father. I really do. Because let's face it, if you look at what's happening to Netflix right now, with the stock kind of going down, so many people unsubscribing, we're facing a very serious issue here in the West where women, like the ones on the school board who are supporting the feminist movement, strongly believe that, hey, if you're born a woman, legal parental consent does not apply to you. It does apply to you. It does. In order to put erotic content like this in a library, adult-rated content like that, at the very least, you need documentational proof of legal parental consent before you can expose underage kids to that kind of thing. You do. That's just the fact of the matter. Now, do I understand that, like, hey, here in the West, we have a very serious problem with full-grown adult Western women who, let's face it, are not willing to accept the reality of what sex is? Yeah, of course I do. And I can also be willing to play devil's advocate and say that was probably the motivator for this, especially since funding for schools are very much heavily reliant on the success rate of their students. I am. However, this was not the right way to go about it. You address that with a proper sex education course, as well as forcing women in your schools, the female students, to do more self-reflecting by holding them just as accountable for their behavior as you do the men. That's how you address it. This type of thing, when it comes to schools are for education. They're not for this kind of stuff. They really are not. So, congratulations to the father for standing up for his kids. Big hero there. Real big hero.